Hello and welcome to Thursday. It is me moving my settings around because why not? Nope, that one's too high. I should probably move that so it actually matches. Okay. Yes. I call myself Wyvern because I hoard role-playing games like a dragon. A little bit unbalanced and slightly toxic, and this is my Thursday night role playing game retro edition. So, before I start, I have one thing I want to do. Let's go ahead and put on the second screen and take a look at that. Heavy metal hairdo D&D. Yes, indeed. So, this is my YouTube channel. It's looking a little bit unattractive. Channel. This is oh no, this is a loop. Unattractive. Don't loop. Um, kind of the same thing. So what I am in the process of doing is planning to go ahead and commission some art. I wanted to go ahead and formally show off who I am going with because I could not choose between four incredible artists. So I am going to just quickly go through them and then randomly decide who is going to be our first person. This is going to be my little Screaming Wyvern mascot, about the size of a dog. Angry Wyvern thing. So, I'm looking forward to just giving them the basic concept and seeing if I can get four completely different reactions to it. So let's go ahead and start off here. This is Art and Soul. I'm going to go ahead and pop their information into all the chats because they deserve it. So this is one of the people who has been willing to consider some art for me. And obviously we've got some good role playing connection there. So can't complain about that. Just all around. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. One of the things I was looking for, obviously, was wings, and this is a flawless hot girl. It doesn't hurt that, of course, the Justice League Unlimited, the animated series was what I brought my daughter up with. But Just fantastic stuff. So that is the first person that that's one of the four. Um, Next up we have Avocadra. They are also absolutely wonderful. I have to. It is possible that their little made up Pokemon here inspired my choice for them even more than their amazing dragons, but their dragons are extremely damn impressive. As shown here, you've even got the advantage that it is a wyvern, a wyvern. I keep hearing it different ways. So, um, and of course, if I ever go back, obviously this is listed as dragonborn, but hey, it could be a kobold. It could work both ways. Um, but very much a fan of dragons. They actually just got in touch with me saying, please don't forget me because I love to draw dragons. So, they won't be forgotten. No way in hell. Let's see. Next is I am not going to um, I'm not going to try and pronounce their handle. We'll just go ahead and go with Francisco, the first name, so I don't do anything truly sucky. But yeah, again, we've got some fantasy art here. Uh, More incredible wings. More dragons. Here we go. Like, I know that I'm showing feathery wings, but if you can't do the one, then you're not necessarily going to have much luck with the other one. But as far as general, draconicness, um, and of course this one is absolutely fantastic. Ah, there we go. These absolute cuties here. So that is artist number 3, which brings us to artist number 4, Igor Doodles. And this little cutie here. Uh, absolutely drew me to the idea of reaching out to them. Um, but yeah, I had 90 people that reached out to me when I made the advertisement um, on Reddit, and it was absolutely impossible to even consider for a moment um, trimming one from the list. So I've reached out to all of them, and I told them that what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and have them, you know, I have been advised by my financial advisor also known as my wife, that I should not go ahead and do all the commissions at once. I got approval to go ahead and spread them out over the next 4 months. So the main reason why I am recording this and showing this off here, besides the simple fact that these guys have done some fantastic work that I wanted to quickly share, I want to go ahead and make sure that they're aware that when I say it's random, there's no it's publicly random. So I've got all 4 artists on here right now. I'm going to go ahead and push this button, and the person that it lands on is going to get an email from me either tomorrow or Saturday. Let's see what happens. And we have gone purely alphabetically, apparently. Art and Soul will be our first commission, so I think we can, based on discussions, maybe not next Thursday, but definitely the Thursday after that, I'll be able to replace my kind of hinky way of having a backdrop with something far more impressive. So now it is all really, really real. So let's get to it. I think it is a perfect choice for me to go ahead. And where is the mouse cursor? Let's go ahead and get this zoomed in a little bit so I can share what is going on. Actually, maybe spoilers. We'll come back to this. Okay, so you know them. They didn't die, which is more than we can say for some of the previous characters. So they get to continue their adventures. So they are in no particular order, which is actually a very bad idea, and I should do something to fix that as soon as possible. But yeah, this is Corbin the Mage, Griffin the Cleric, Scar the Fighter, Shauna the Mage, Valnir the Thief, also obviously halfling, and Wyvern the other fighter. Now, there is a possibility that one of these should be moved to a paladin, but that's probably not how it's going to work. I'll probably go ahead and roll a new one. Sad though that seems. So I don't think there's anything to do but go ahead and hit begin adventuring. You awaken in a small room. Looking around, you notice that all your gear is gone, as is your memory of recent events. Adding to your disquiet, you notice that your sword arm has been somehow imprinted with strange patterns. The rest of your party are identically marked. Yeah, usually you don't get actual animated tattoos when you wake up, though. This is a good time to go ahead and check out the journal. So let's flip back over there. I am beginning a new journal. My old journal is gone, along with all the party's equipment. I write here to try and make some sense out of our spotty memories. We'd all agreed to come south to Tilverton to seek the lost princess, Nicasia of Cormyr. Tilverton is on the border between the Daleans and Cormyr, and was the last place the princess had been spotted. Rumor was that King Azun's youngest daughter, the Princess Nakasia, ran away from the royal household of Khmer almost a year ago. She fled an arranged marriage and ran off with a cleric from Tilverton named Gari of Gaunt. The latest word was that Nasia and Gari had a falling out, and that she was seen near Tilverton recently. The king had a large reward out for Nakasia's return. A smart group of adventurers like ourselves could make some powerful friends if they found the princess and returned her to the king. Okay, need to watch the word there because I think that pounding the princess would lead to a extremely different result. Somewhere along the roads to Tilverton, we were attacked. The brigands must have been invisible because some of our party went down before we knew what was going on. I vaguely remember dark faces and evil-looking helmets firing crossbows into our midst. The crossbows' hits were not fatal, but every hit seemed to drop its target. I remember getting hit in the arm. The wound blazed like fire, my head swam. Just before I blacked out, I thought this was a bad end for such experienced adventurers. Given the fact that they survived, this is the one that survived the Curse of Flan by not actually going to the graveyard. I agree. Now we awake in Tilverton with our wounds healed. Our equipment is gone, but we have found a stash of coins. One of our first priorities must be to buy new equipment. I overheard a servant mention the date, but I'm not sure I believe it. If the servant speaks true, it is almost a month since the ambush. Almost anything could have happened in that time. It seems that almost anything did. Each of us woke with 5 azure blue symbols imprinted on our sword arms. The symbols are not tattoos. They seem to exist below the skin. They occasionally feel like they're moving. We have devised a plan of attack. Our spell casters will prepare their spells. We will purchase some new arms and armor. Then we are going out into Tilverton and find out what is going on. Someone must know, and I don't care if we have to roust every sage, priest, and bartender in this town to find out. These are some random printed notes I have collected. Their information may be important on our journey. What was that? On our journey. My journal notes continue on page 10. Okay. Do you mean literally page 10? Oh. Okay, so, right. These are your basic information and history and all that kind of useful stuff. So there we go. Journal entries for future use. Do not read ahead, because if you read ahead, then spoilers. Okay. Let's see if now that I've moved out into the main area, go ahead and actually we'll go ahead and do what we were told to do in the first place. Let's go ahead and get Corwin out of the front line. Oops. Valnir is the halfling, so he's going to go right. Actually, let's keep him in back with Griffin and have the two of them kind of keep the mages out of harm's way a little bit more. Griffin's the cleric. Yep. Okay. So that's done. Magic. Memorize. Detect magic, and then many cure wounds. We do not seem to have anything new here, so just going with, whoops, our favorite thing, which is a whole bunch of hold persons. And then, yeah, no better heal spells. So, lots of prayers. Okay. Shana. Let's see. You have 4 spell slots. Going to go ahead and let's go ahead and get Old Faithful in there. And it doesn't hurt to have an expert detect magic. I don't know what we're going to end up, but let's go ahead and stick with Stinking Cloud. And, of course, Old Faithful. And this will, of course, be identical. There's one thing I learned last time, it's that Lightning Bolt is not as effective a spell as you might like. Okay, so for anyone who was disappointed last time that I would use Goldbox Companion's slightly cheaty fix option, we have a proper fix option now, so I can stop feeling bad about that. And we'll go ahead and save and try one more time. There we go. Oh. Here's a lovely thing that we've missed. Nope. Where are you? Seriously though, where has this gone? Box Companion, you have been selected. You are... Okay, it's probably because... Let's see here. Settings... Whoops. Okay, now the map is no longer docked. Okay, I will get you back now, sooner or later. Okay, did I? Yeah, of course I saved. Okay, so 300 platinum, 300 platinum, 300 platinum. Okay, everyone has 300 platinum, which probably means everyone is encumbered. Welcome to the fair city of Tilverton, beams the innkeeper. Then she notices your collective scowls. Please calm down while I explain. You listen, and you're recorded in journal entry 31. Perhaps the sage will help. You can get weapons from the shop across the way. Journal entry 31 reads as follows. You were brought in by a group in red robes. They said they'd found you on the road near death. They paid for your rooms in advance so you can stay as long as you like. You had those tattoos when you came in, but I have never seen anything like them. Filani the Sage could help you, though. You should go see her 2 blocks north. Put it on the second screen for now. Okay. Well, you see a sign overhead. Wind Lord's Inn. And make a note of that on the map that you can't see. Okay, so apparently Griffin, Shauna, and Corwin will all be able to level up as soon as I find the right location. Across the way. The street grows narrow and dim here, with trash piled in the corners. Which seems like a terrible place for a store. Okay, so that makes sense that it's not, in fact, a store. Okay, so across the way did not mean right there. The curse. I'm not sure that's reassuring. Is that supposed to be the store across the way? What's your pleasure? Maybe I shouldn't punch the barkeep first thing after I come in to town. You know, wake up, punch barkeep. Maybe that's not the right way to do things. Just out of nowhere. Just out of nowhere. As you are passing through the crowds, you hear, I swear I heard a woman screaming in the sewers. You see a sign overhead, the Sage Felani. Okie dokie. Well, let's see what she has to say about our situation. I am the Sage Filani. You are here about the sigils, correct? No. Then we have nothing to discuss. Fuck off. I am the Sage Filani. You are here about the sigils, correct? Yes. This is an interesting case. I'll do it for half your funds. How much do you have? We'll be back. What? You see a sign overhead, the Hall of Training. Okay, that is greatly of interest to me. Okay, do you want to train? Yes, that seems like a good start. Okay. I will truly miss having separate training places for each. I can't even finish that sentence. I hated that so much. Griffin is now level 7. Good for her. Shauna is level 7 and gets to add a new spell to her repertoire. Oh my god, it's level 4. Okay. Okay. So, Some of these are obviously less exciting than others, technically, but since it's a computer RPG from the 80s, we're going to go ahead and say less exciting. So, Charm Monsters sounds hella fun. Obviously, it was always one of my favorite things to go ahead and, charm a monster in the back line and have them go ahead and do things for me. Confusion, on the other hand, uh, could mess things up even worse. Let's see. Do I have descriptions? No. Okay. Manual list of spells. Okay, so Charm Monster will affect 2 to 8 first level targets, 1 to 4 second level targets, 1 to 2 third level targets, or one target of fourth level or above. Confusion affects 2 to 16 targets. Every round they have to do a new saving throw, or they will stand confused, become enraged, flee in terror, or go berserk. Um, Dimension Door is not worth a fourth level slot. Fear is no, no, we don't want them running. We never want them running. Um, Fire Shield is entertaining, but no. Fumble causes the target to be unable to move or attack, or just slows them if they make their saving throw. Ice Storm. Not not really much description needed there. Um, okay, this Shauna has been my death dealing mage, so she's going to go ahead and stick with Ice Storm. Um, and let's see, Corwin, we are training, and he is going to take our good friend Charm Monsters. Okay. We'll go ahead and do a quick save and then head back out. Everyone needs like 1 experience point to get to the next level. So that's awesome. Okay, training cost 200. No surprises there. Okay, you're showing great progress. Return again when you are ready. You exit the hall. What? Maybe we don't want to exit the hall. Okay. I'm still working under the assumption that across the weaponers of Cormyr. Okay. Like across the way, I thought was going to be more across the way, but apparently it's to the side. Okay. Hello! We have a selection of the finest Cormyr's steel. Interested? Yes. Okay, what do we have available to us? This all looks very familiar. Okie dokie. So, we're starting off with Wyvern. Um, Both Wyvern and Scar are 1800 for their attacks. So, let's go ahead and go with a nice two-handed sword and a short bow. Banded mail and 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 arrows. Okay. Scar. Bye. Bye. Next. Bye. And okay, so that's them taken care of. Items, ready. Join that all together. Okay. Okay, so that puts their armor classes at 2. I'm hoping that we will be getting our hands on some decent enchanted stuff since we're level 7, but that should start us for now. Corwin, you are a wizard. So you are going to go ahead and have 20. Sounds good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a quarterstaff. Not much else of interest for you there. Shauna. Second verse, same as the first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next. And quarterstaff. Okay. Valnir, you are our rogue. So, let's go ahead and pull up this game's information about rogues. Okay, thief. I apologize. The word we use is thief. I was very rude. Okay, thief. Abilities for character classes. This is a scanned image. You're not going to be able to search it, dude. Okay. Thieves can fight with one-handed swords and slings and wear leather armor. In combat, they do additional backstab damage. And hopefully, rumor has it, better than they ever could in the previous games. So, sling. Next. Well, we'll go ahead and start off with the longsword. And the leather armor, and there's the sling. I'm not seeing any listing for stones, so I'm hoping that this comes with the territory. I guess we'll find out. And Griffin, of course, being a... Oh, pool all the money together. Forgot how that works. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and go with Old Faithful. Flail is 3, a mace is 8, so we'll go ahead and go with the mace, and we will go with the banded mail and a shield for you. And let's go ahead and get you a sling as well. That should cover it. Okay. Ready, ready, ready. Ready. Join those together and ready that. Can I ready that? Okay. Join that together and ready that. Okay. Now everyone feels a lot better about themselves, I'm sure. Well, with the armor class of 2 in the front lines. Do you want to go back and get your money? Yes, please. Let's go ahead and share that all. May you always strike true. You move away. What? May you always strike true. Uh-huh. That's a little too personal. Okay, so we have found many good places. And we have found the Gold Box Companion. Weird. There we go. Okay. And just spontaneously, it has decided that it's time to show off the map again. We are extremely pleased by this weirdness. Move my egotism over to the side a bit. There we go. Okay. And we saved, and we can exit. Okay, so now what we're looking for, you encounter a group of royal guards. They tell you that this way is closed because the royal carriage is coming soon. And they send you back. You move away. Okay. More trash. And a locked door. We are not common thieves. Our thief is quite uncommon. Temple of Gond. Good thing to know about. No. Why are we back to the Sage Filani? I mean, besides the fact that that's how traveling works. As you're passing through the crowds, you hear the woman in the green robes. Eyes of a fanatic. Wonder what color robes I'm wearing. Tilverton General Store. Oops. No, 7 was fine. Good day to you, gentle persons. Do you wish to make a purchase? Yes. Maybe. I don't know. A silver mirror and a flask of oil. This is... Thank you. Return soon. And that just goes out again. I'm certain it was a dragon that passed over last night. God help us if there's another flight of the dragons. Yes, I far prefer Flight of the Bumblebees. Okay, so, God was safer before the troops came. Now strange folk are about. Hello! go ahead and say hi. An acolyte greets you. If you want healing, pray at the altar. The high priest's residence is in the south. He bows and walks away. I am the high priest. You look troubled, my children. Do you wish to tell me your story? Will you ask for half my money? He listens sympathetically and casts a remove curse spell, and you record it in journal entry 19. As the cleric casts the spell, the bonds begin to grow brightly. Arcs of blue flame shoot out from them and strike about the room. The characters begin to writhe in extreme pain. The cleric ceases his spells. These bonds fight my powers. Removing them is beyond me. I wish you better luck. Go with God. So, that's a no then. You move away. I mean, we don't live here, so we kind of moved here. Let's look at prices. $5,000 gold pieces, which 1,000 platinum. I don't remember again. It's not that big a deal. Not now, of course. Okay. Well, I am beginning to think that I have a very specific. Someone said that Gary was just seen out of. Someone said that Gary was seen just outside of town. Okay. I'm beginning to think the knives are getting bolder. Something's gonna blow. Okay, fine. I am the Sage Filani. You are here about the sigils. Yes. Do it for half your funds. How much do you have? We're gonna tell the truth. She talks, and you record it in journal entry 38. You bear the symbol of 5 different organizations. 3 I recognize, one I've never seen, and the last causes me some concern. The Flame and Dagger is the symbol of the Fire Knives, a group of assassins who last operated out of Westgate. That group has been destroyed, so they must have a new base of operations. I fear I do not know where. The Mouth in the Palm is the symbol of the god Moander. This god was banished from the world, but he reappeared briefly as a pile of filth. It laid waste to a section of the city of Yalash before its defeat. The cult's color of choice is green. The ornate Z in the triangle is the symbol of the Zentarum, the Black Network. They are an evil alliance of priests, mages, and thieves operating out of Zental Keep. Some say that they run Zental Keep. The flaming symbol I've never seen, so I can give you no information. The last symbol with the crescent moon bears a disturbing similarity to a powerful sage in Shadowdale. For my own safety, I'll say no more about it. Given how much money I gave you, that's not okay. That's not cool. You move away. Get a drink. Let's go ahead and have a nice big drink of lemonade. A special customer's arrived. You have to slip out for a moment. But I have finished my lemonade. Do you go? Yes. As you begin to walk out the door, you see a young woman with a purple sash slip in the side door. A few of the other patrons hang back as if to meet her. As you consider your next move, you hear a commotion around the side of the building. Do you go to investigate? Yes. There is nothing here now except for an ornate knife, and you record it in journal entry 17. Okay. Okay, there is journal entry 17. We'll go ahead and zoom on it a little bit more. Try to unhighlight it. So, dun dun dun. That looks very much like a flaming knife to me, and in fact, it looks exactly like that one, except not quite as blurry. Okay. Back to the game. Can I come in? You know that the bartender has a black eye and his arm in a sling. He looks at your blue sigils and blanches, then stammers, just tripped over the bar while cleaning the place. These things happen. He gives a forced laugh. What's your pleasure? When you're watching a stream and the streamer saves the game, you know that dumbfuckery is about to occur. Punch! You get into a brawl. Well, I would hope so! Okay. So, 16 hit points? Oh, that's almost sad. I mean, they're holding nice equipment, I guess. Okay. Let's go ahead and just have you move into the front line. And let's go ahead and throw out Faithful. We're moving a lot faster this game than we did before, and I think that's absolutely fine. Okay, I'm seeing that the sound effects are redlining. I apologize. Okay, and you can go ahead. What do I have left? I don't have many left. Let's go ahead and throw out a nice little magic missile. Actually, no. Cast. Old person. For God's sake, you have 5 copies of it. God's sake, I don't know. Oh, can't reach that one. Can't reach that one. I guess we're done. Target you again. Didn't get an option like that in Hillsfar. "58 experience points! Woohoo! Everyone's ready to level! The only downside is if we all end up in prison for some reason." Wow. Short swords and leather armor. Who could have seen that coming? I think I'm going to leave it. Nope. The survivors are tossed outside. Well, he is seemingly okay with our hostile ways. Is this our room? I think this is our room. Okay, encamp. Go ahead and hit fix. Save it. Hit the dust. Nope. And it is still nighttime. Let's see if we're still expecting a carriage. Make way for the royal carriage! You hear the king's voice coming from the carriage. Suddenly, the signals on your arm grow brightly. You find yourself unable to resist a compulsion to attack the royal carriage. As the carriage retreats, a young man leans out and croaks, "Don't kill me, I'm not really the king!" Then, as he spots your blue markings, he faints back, crying, "Oh no, not again!" The glow begins to fade. A loud bell starts ringing behind you. The guards rush towards you with swords drawn. These guards are not really doing that much better than the bar patrons. So let's go ahead and toss the sleep spell their way. Ah, shucks. I should have checked my spells. Okay, well, we got one of them. Okay, 2 down. Don't really see you. No, 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 no. Continue battle? No. 140 experience points. That's far more impressive. It's a pretty safe bet that none of this is enchanted, but I thought it was worth a check. Okay. There is still treasure left. You want to go? No. You see behind the charging guards 2 red-robed men jump the carriage. They haul out a thin man and drag him into an alleyway. One calls out, "Do you surrender?" Yes. You are thrown in jail. After a few hours, one wall slides open and a thief appears. He hands you your equipment and signals you to follow him. The man leads you through hidden passages, emerging in a dark underground area. The Thieves Guild. That does make a certain amount of sense. Can we have a room, please? Before you stands a burly man surrounded by several alert bodyguards. He seems somewhat nervous. You look a little rocky. Care to rest? Yes, please. Okay, so fix. Okay, you need to take back your missing person. I need to remember that hitting enter is not good enough. Okay. Cure serious wounds. Neutralize poison. Cause poison. Sticks to snakes. As entertaining as that sounds, I'm just going to stick with healing for now. Shauna. Memorize your ice bolt. Replace your fireball and... I don't remember using 2 stinking clouds, but I guess sometimes I get confused. Okay. Oh, I'm a moron. I probably got an extra spell slot. Okay, so memorize a detect magic. And get your sleeps back. Go ahead and get a knock spell. And then you can go ahead and learn to charm monsters. Okay, memorize these spells. Yes. Rest and rest. And save. Okay, let's see what's going on. Well. Okay, let's continue. The Fire Knives have the king's daughter in the hideout, hoping to lure him into a trap. I cannot directly interfere, but I can offer information. Suddenly, a side door explodes inward with a deafening crash. Is this information? Traitorous scum, hisses a fire knife. Seize them all! He commands his sizable band of thieves. Seize them all, he commands his sizable band of thieves. There's a comma there, not a period. As his men spread out, the guildmaster hurls a poisoned dagger which catches the fire knife in the throat. His body slumps to the floor, twitching violently. As you prepare to meet the onslaught, you see an arrow hit. Guildmaster is dead, is what I got out of that. Okie dokie. Well, let's get there, and let's go ahead and turn to Old Faithful. Okay. Now, figuring out which one is the right one. Target. Armor class 1. It's worth a try. It is not worth a try. Okay. Well, we got 1. Okay. On the one hand, I have a new spell. On the other hand, these people are supposed to be our friends. On the other hand, I can't cast the spell right now, so that entire thing is a non-discussion. Okay. What? You, on the other hand... Okay. Well, yes. Ooh! Like, couldn't one group of thieves be in a different colored outfit? Um... Look, I bear none of my new allies' ill will, but for God's sake. Sorry. Sorry. No, wait, no, that one. That one's a sorry. I have become unto a god. I mean... Okay, and this is... This is what Magic Missile is for, he says, and then notices that he doesn't actually have that. And that's why I didn't take Fear. Fine, bonk him on the head. Just go ahead and have some guarding going on. Okay, can I switch to my short bow? Are you a bad guy? If you're going to use the arrows, you have to use the arrows. Actually, I should try and see if I can hit this guy over here. Okay, so maybe I should go ahead and memorize some magic missiles, because they can be very useful in situations like this. Backstabs, but misses. Backstabs and hits. That one was much better. Okay. Fire Knife flees in panic, but there really doesn't have far to go. This could be a really boring next 5 minutes as we all try to hit a guy with a armor class of 1. Okay, thank you. Ooh, 1179 hit points. You might think you got away with a backstab, but we shall see. Okay, anything? We're not going to talk about how many of these leather armors and daggers are from allies. Might as well grab the arrows. And we have again wasted a detect magic. Nope. The guildmaster gasps, "On balance, I'd rather be in Ulash." And then he dies. You find information on his body and log it as Journal Entry 4. Journal 4. I was expecting this to be a Traveler's Guide to Ulash, but instead it is a map of the sewers. Okay. Here on the table is an open guest book. The last entry reads, "O Ruskettle, Bard of the Realms, touch the harp and lose your hands." A party of fire knives spots you. It's a party. This is not the kind of party I was hoping for. Okay, fine. Cast Stinky Cloud. Love us our Stinky Cloud. Your decision to not be affected by the stinking cloud has offended me. Okay, 2 ain't too bad. Oop, you need to change. Yes, I know she's using the composite above. We will fix that. I think I'd better try and clear him out. There, that should allow my... Okay, nearly made a huge mistake there. Now, there are those who might think that was overkill, but it really was. Okay. Get you out of the front line. Thank you. That lasted a long time. Okay, 1 fire knife down, 2 fire knife down. Oh, that's all the fire knives. So, as you can see, they're no longer quite as unwilling to go into stinking clouds, which is good because, you know, we had some really annoying times because of that. Aww. Oh. Okay, I did not remember her being the one who had was selected, but I guess she's got some arrows now. Nope. Do we waste our last detection spell? We do. And we pick up all the arrows. Okay, can I rest here? Persons. Just say a moment ago about enter not working. So deck magic, stinking cloud, and ice storm. Deck magic, stinking cloud, and charm monsters. Okay, and now that we have memorized, let's go ahead and cast some of those sleep spells. Lose it, lose it, lose it. Okay. Now, you who had a magic missile spell the entire time, I'm an idiot. Memorize, exit, yes. Rest. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do have the Gold Box assistant keep track of what spells I have. So this is a nice long tunnel. At the end of the corridor, you see a halfling with a harp dodge into a doorway and disappear. Your entry is greeted by hungry snarls. A fire knife releases the pack. No, not doggies! Don't make me hurt the doggies! But they did make me hurt the doggies. Go ahead and get quarterstaff re-equipped. And you can guard from there. We're going to go ahead and see how many of the puppies we can charge. Okay. So we'll try and charm you. We'll try and charm you. None. The answer was none. Well, fine. Frozen fireball it is. No. Not many experience points, and no dog meat. This room is littered with gnawed bones and leashes. Are the leashes also gnawed? Okay. For some reason we can't open that door. You come across some running thieves. What do? Remain calm. They yell as they run past. The fire knives are pushing up from the south. They're boiling out of the sewers. Are they boiling the sewers? That kind of makes sense for the fire knives. You see a number of cages that once held monkeys. Another thief room with chimpanzees. Everyone is addressed to me. Everyone is. Oh, assassins leap on you. It's not really leaping on me. Mages. Whoops. Okay, you may have a magic missile, but do you have a stinking cloud? Years. Oh. Well, go ahead and pull the whole person. Let's go ahead and switch to the darts because that's always funny. I need to move. I need to move Griffin. Very much. Oh well. I guess you're just gonna stand there. It's a terrible place for you to stand, but it's where you're standing. I'm leaving. Thank you. Oh, right. You have darts, so you can go ahead and throw it at this guy who is not choking. We'll just wait a bit. Hmm. let's go ahead and take this one down. And once the stinking cloud has passed, and oh, there we go. That was fantastic. Oh, doesn't she have a sling? This really doesn't look very impressive. All of us standing over here. Shooting at the guy who's, right in front of us, but we can't reach because he's just a little bit too far away. There we go. Wait, what was that? Wrong class. There we go. Jeez. Okay, go ahead and use this opportunity to get everyone back into regular weaponry. Huh. Well, there's some extra darts for Shauna there, since she's been using those pretty heavily. No. Okay. Magic missile back, and you need one of your clouds. Do anything. You need one of your persons back. Okay, let's go ahead and alter the order so that Griffin is up here, so that hopefully Corwin will stop standing in the front line. Tilferton Sewers. You're entering the foul-smelling, slime-covered sewers of Tilferton. Because of the slippery footing and low ceiling, it is apparent that fighting will be awkward. Okay, is this the You still hear the occasional sounds of battle echoing from the guild hall. I will just head south. A piece of paper pokes above the muck here. You recorded in journal entry 41. The paper is heavily soiled, but you can make out knives untrustworthy, cultist unreliable, wizard insane, and he seems very dangerous. Expect little reliability from the new alliance, especially over the bonded subject. We'll need to set up our own observation team per. That seems to just leave the Zentarum there. You spot something flapping on the ceiling. To tell what it is, someone will need to climb up. Doesn't anyone want to? Only a thief could succeed. Yes. Valnir. The thief retrieves a swat of cloth from a sealed trapdoor. The door was too well jammed to open. The scent of a tavern wafts down through the door. You recognize the cloth as being the same as the dress worn by the woman who disappeared from the bar. Ooh. We kind of not surprised by that. You see a scrap of purple cloth clinging to the bottom of the south door hinge. A tattered green robe lies trampled in the muck. You hear the shuffling of large feet, but can't locate the direction because of the echoes. Stuffed in a crevice here are the slain bodies of two red-robed assassins. It would take something powerful to have lodged them so tightly. Piles of excrement have been shaped into pyramids here. Many Otyug are smoothing the sides and making artistic embellishments. A splint of metal comes from one pile. What do? Let's bargain with them. Okay. I actually did not expect them to be intelligent. So I feel bad. A telepathic buzz fills your mind. If you wish the shiny thing, then we must have treasure in return. To the south are others of our ilk who have two fine-smelling piles of food. Bring us those. Okay. The remains of a body is here. An arm is marked with with defective versions of the sigils on your arms. Okay. So that means I technically... Rats the size of large dogs rush away at your approach. Technically know where I am. Pieces of trolls lie strewn about here. What do? Burn. Burn. Burn, baby, burn. Hello! This room is filled with filth, though most of the smell comes from two piles near the center. These Otyug attack immediately. I just love Otyug. I know there's no reason to, but whoop, there it is. Okay. I guess you still have your sling, so you may as well. Hit the Neo Otyug. I forgot to check my range. Ow. I forgot to check my range again. Oh god, Griffin goes down. I am rusty. I am embarrassingly rusty. I feel like Stinking Cloud will not do anything. Okay, we hit center. Then we hit target. Okay, one of them is down. Actually, we need to... Oh. I really feel like Stinking Cloud is not going to have much effect here. I don't know why. Something about they'll probably like it. Okay, 1665 experience points. It is obvious which piles the other Otyug wanted. Though unpleasant, you believe you could carry them back to the other Otyugs. Do you want to? Yes. With the monsters defeated, this looks like a safe place to rest. Well, that's good. Oh. Apparently the fix command doesn't work very well if your healer is actually, less than alive. Well, less than conscious. She is alive. We'll go ahead and we've got that going for us. So you need that magic missile and a fireball. And you need a magic missile and 2 fireballs. We're going to rest for a full day. So we can just, Okay, rest. And now we can use the fix command. There we go. Okay. Do you need to memorize anything? No, you seem happy. Okay. Save with DOS. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and head back to the Otyug. Hello! The Otyug bounce around in apparent joy of your gifts. They pluck the object from the fetid pyramid and toss it to you, then relieve you of your unpleasant baggage of trash. You may pass through freely! The object is a glittering piece of jewelry, ornately sculpted in the symbol of the Zentarum. The object looks to have been worn until recently. You are given a few other trinkets as well. Yay! Eh, it was nice of it not to let me waste my detect magic under those circumstances. Okay, so I now am using the map that I got in the Thieves Guild. Burnt into the wall here is the symbol of a hand with a mouth for a palm. The faint stench of decayed flesh seems to hang here. Hello? Oh. The room is swampy and you sink down to your knees. Some trolls are sitting on a small tussock, tossing hunks of meat to the wallowing crocodiles. They turn to you. Another pile of meat! And so soon! Wow, this feels familiar. Of course, last time... Mommy? Mommy? Okay, it's time for Fireball. Oh, so many fireballs. Ball, 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 ball. I, I, I did it. I actually managed to not harm anyone on my team. Okay. Ooh. Big roll. Okay. With the monsters defeated, this looks like a safe place to rest. Okay. Interesting. You hear a sound suddenly cut off to the south and west. You found a secret door. You enter the hidden chambers. Welcome to the secret training hall of the guild. Would you care to train? Not yet, but um, we do not have the money, although we might. Very upsetting. Okay. Training hall. In case we find ourselves back here. Just search around this area to find us again. Do you have a gift shop? really need a gift shop. Oh, you are entering the hideout. Apparently, this is the Fire Knife hideout. Who knew? The hideout is strangely quiet for such a normally active place. We don't know that it's a normally active place, really. Is that really how we want to go ahead and phrase it? Because that doesn't necessarily sound absolutely correct. You are stopped by a fire knife patrol who charge immediately. Dude, you should see what we did to some trolls. If they're just gonna sit there. I know it's a little overdone. Said no one ever. If we ever actually reach you, you guys are going to be in so much trouble. Woot! And of course, we know that that's just junk. From somewhere nearby, you hear a panicked voice. I went to get keyboard to interrogate the prisoner. His whole place was incinerated. This place must be cursed. Which reminds me, Shauna needs her fireball back. Mapping out the rooms. I'm mapping out the rooms. Oh, I wonder if there is a secret here. Why did everything go red? Now everything is not red. You are spotted by a fire knife patrol who charge immediately. And what do you think I'm going to do? Why, yes, it's Fireball! I don't appreciate that everyone's now down to 4 freaking hit points. Okay. As I was going to say, now they should not be able to flee without an attack of opportunity. Damn it! Don't miss with the backstabs. And there we have it. Nope. Okay. See if we can do a quick fix. Magic is doing. Oh, see how our magic is doing. You literally just cast one spell. You should be able to remember that much. There we go. And that makes this a perfect time to call it a night. Oh, that's the wrong button. Oh my god, pre-gameplay. Pre-gameplay, you labeled these things and everything. We will continue this next week. And until then, good night.